What's up, family, friends, and foes? It's your girl, Philly Cigar Joy.
And you got Chief bringing you another episode of Sticks, Brims, and Stilettos. So you know what time it is. Grab your glasses and your sticks, and let's get ready to smoke another hot topic. Welcome back, friends and family, to another episode of Sticks, Brims, and Stilettos. Philly, how you doing this evening?
Oh, I am feeling really nice, sitting on this lovely mauve couch on our new location for tonight.
That's right. Our new location that we're visiting for the first time.
Yes.
As you see in the background, we are at Louliga Lounge in Fishtown, Philadelphia.
Very
and I'm
sexy.
telling you, it's a very nice lounge. We have a special treat for you this evening for this show as well.
Yes.
So what's going on, Philly? Looking all lovely in your green.
Oh, thank you. You know, I try.
What's that you got on your feet tonight? Look at you looking all wonderful.
On the feet. Oh, tonight are my Giuseppe's
Okay,
Zanotti. I got
okay.
Giuseppe Zanotti on. These are my absolute favorite. I love these Giuseppes. They're pretty comfortable. They're not as comfortable as some of my other stilettos, but these are the bomb. I think these are one of my sexiest pair of stilettos.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to call them. Sexy Zanottis.
Yes, and I'm loving the brim tonight.
Oh,
Let's
well,
talk
thank
about
you.
that brim that you got
This
on.
is a Bruno. And
Sexy.
yeah, I like this Bruno. It's a wool. Yeah, nice. Not a custom made one, but very nice one nonetheless.
Looks very nice with your shirt you got on tonight.
Well, thank you so much.
I love it. So I think it's that time of the show where, we get into a little something that's crazy.
Yeah, let's get into that. Let's just go straight into it.
Let's get into crazy story time. Let's check this out.
Prominent Houston reverend ordered to pay $2.45 million to a woman that a jury found he gave herpes to.
Tonight, that woman's lawyer is speaking only to our Devin Clark, who's live outside the courthouse where the judgment was granted just this morning. Devin.
Keith, Daniela, that attorney we spoke to, says it was a 3-day trial with 6.5 hours of deliberations. And after that, a jury found Reverend Ralph D. West II liable and ordered that hefty judgment.
Right, it can't fix it. She's got it for the rest of her life.
Attorney Sean Murphy is speaking for his client, who a jury found contracted genital herpes from Reverend Ralph D. West II after meeting off Facebook. As seen here on the Church Without Walls website, he's listed as the Eldridge campus minister.
The things that we look at for cases like these are essentially 4 things. Is the defendant infected, and how can we prove it? Did he know he was infected? And, how do we prove, and do we have evidence of that?
Not only does Murphy say they were able to prove those facts, but also that West lied when asked about having herpes and that he gave it to his client after they had unprotected sex in March of 2018.
Wow.
That's more than crazy.
That's
a
criminal.
pastor, for real?
Yeah, it doesn't even matter that it's a pastor, that any individual
Right.
would intentionally infect people with a communicable disease.
Exactly.
Pastor notwithstanding, I wouldn't give a damn who you are. You running around, yeah, that's more than crazy.
Yeah.
It's
That's
disgusting.
pathetic.
It's criminal.
Yes, it
and
is.
and for innocent people, it's life changing.
Absolutely. And that's why he was ordered to pay that $2.5 million.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
should have been ordered to pay more.
absolutely. I do agree. So that was a little bit of a downer.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a little bit of a
that's
downer,
real
crazy
sad.
story. There's no happy ending to that particular
Absolutely
crazy
not.
story. Not even folks that received the money. But anyway,
Yeah.
on a lighter note and
Yes.
on a higher note,
Yeah.
we have a wonderful show planned for
Yes,
our
we do.
viewers this evening. And we're going to be bringing you some information about the lounge that you see behind us, Louliga Lounge. And can't say enough about this lounge, Philly.
It's very sexy. I'm very impressed. And the ventilation is everything.
That's the key.
That's the key.
High
right there,
ceilings,
ventilation.
no haze,
Yes.
wonderful atmosphere. I only have one question.
What is that?
What took us so long to get here?
I know, right? So on that note,
As much as we in Philly, what took us so long to get here?
absolutely. But you know what? We're not going to delay it any further because when we come back, we got the man of the hour. So stay tuned. Welcome back, family, friends, and foes. It's your girl, Philly Cigar Joint, and we are back with a special guest. As you all know, we are taping live from Louliga Cigar Lounge, and we are here with Mr. Luis Rodriguez. So welcome to the show. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, welcome. Thank you for being a part of the show, Lou.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you allowing us to film here at Louliga Cigar Lounge in Fishtown,
That's right.
Philadelphia.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's a nice place, too. I have to
Very
say.
nice.
Very nice.
I love it.
So if you haven't visited out here to Louliga, get on down here and check it out. Very, very nice place.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
welcome.
so before we get started, Lou, you don't mind if I call you Lou, right?
Whatever you want.
Okay, so before we get into the questions, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself, like where you from, and just so you can warm up before we get into the real questions.
My name's Luis Rodriguez, aka Louliga.
Let me adjust this for you a little bit. There you go.
My nationality, I'm Puerto Rican,
Puerto Rico.
from the Badlands of Philadelphia. If you guys ain't familiar with the Badlands, it's North Philly. That's where I grew up at, raised at, moved to Fishtown. Live in Fishtown right now.
Nice. Okay, I'm a West Philly girl, so I'm a
Okay.
Philly girl too. So Philly is in the building tonight. So let's get into these questions. So the first question is, can you describe the unique atmosphere and experience you aim to create for your patrons at your cigar lounge, which is a very lovely lounge?
So the lounge has an industrial look.
Yes.
Raw bricks on the wall, industrial ceilings, industrial HVAC system, the whole nine. So the lounge, I did it different than other lounges. It's a chill vibe here. You can come here and chill. I got people that do work here on their laptops. I got celebrities here. I got a celebrity here tonight. I'm not gonna say who it is, but he's sitting over there. And they just like to come and chill and relax. Nobody bothers them. That's what I want. I want a comfortable environment where you could come and nobody bothers you. You can smoke, we could talk, we could chill, we could watch the games. That's what it's all about.
So basically, you created a home away from
A
home.
home away from home.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna tell you, it does feel like a home away, and I can see where folks would want to come here and do work and sit down and open up the laptop, listen to some television in the
Yeah.
background and some music, what have you. Philly, you have another question?
So let's see. As the owner, what challenges and rewards have you encountered in managing your cigar lounge?
I'll be honest, there was no challenges.
Wow.
I've owned businesses for 20 years, 25 years, so I knew how to do businesses. I opened up I ran a cigar lounge in Delaware, and I opened up another one in Delaware.
Okay.
So I knew already the cigar culture. I visited factories. I talked to blenders. So I knew a lot of people in the industry. So it wasn't a challenge there. I knew what I wanted. I knew how I wanted it done, and I did it.
So basically, your experience in the cigar world and just managing other cigar lounges prepared you well when you were ready to open your lounge.
Yeah. So I already knew who to call.
Right.
I knew what to get.
So you already had the network in
Already,
place.
Now I knew how I wanted the lounge to look. I designed the whole lounge.
Very sexy
You know.
ladies.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, I love it. Chief.
So a lot of people see cigar lounges as a place of conversation and reflection, right, as well as relaxation. Can you share some of the most interesting discussions or connections that you've made being a cigar lounge owner?
Conversation-wise, it's the same thing. You know, everybody talk about what they do, their life stuff, and we just talk about that. Nothing really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I get a lot of celebrities here, so I talk to them about what they got going on and how what they think about the cigar industry. I always ask a celebrity what they, because you know, celebrities got bad thing with the cigar. They don't know cigars and all that, but some of them do know cigars. And I talk to them about that, like things like that. Nothing really crazy.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. So speaking of them maybe not knowing cigars or you helping them out, you know, what type of effort do you put forward to curate the type of cigars that you're going to have in your humidor? And what type of test does a cigar have to pass to make it into your humidor for you to offer it to your customer base?
Flavor, the draw. You know, I need a good draw and the good flavors and everything. Construction. Those are my three main ones.
Got you. So
people say price too, but I can work around price.
You can work around price?
Yeah, I can work around price. That's nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
So I have a question, because as a female cigar aficionado, have you seen an increase since you opened your lounge in the patronage of women coming into your lounge? Do you see an increase of women coming, and what is the percentage, if you could guess?
Okay, so women love coming here.
Yes.
Because of the exhaust system. They don't go home.
That
like
is
smoke.
very important.
Yes. So
yes.
the first thing I designed was my exhaust system. The air gets taken out, and I got fresh air coming in, and I also got air cleaners. So they love coming here. So tonight, later on, I get phone calls. Girls, yo, Lou, can we go there with my girls? I said, come on. So 60-70% girls.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They love coming here.
Nice.
I only hear good things about the girls when they come here.
Okay.
They never complain about smoke or nothing. That's why they like coming here.
I love it. I love it. Because you do know we are the fastest growing demographic when it comes to the cigar world,
Yeah, well,
right?
I've been smoking for
So
a long
ladies,
time, I know that.
yeah, this is my first time here, and it is very chill, sexy. So if you're in Philly, the Fishtown area, I strongly recommend that you check out the lounge.
Yeah, and I want to add that when I come into a cigar lounge and I see high ceilings like the ceilings that you have, and I see the ventilation system that you have, one of the first things that I notice is that when you don't have that haze just continuously floating around the lounge, which your lounge does not. And I'm going to tell you another thing that folks, that I found that folks like. I found that people who don't necessarily smoke cigars still like to come to the cigar lounge every now and then.
Yes.
But they want to come to cigar lounges where they do not leave smelling like a box of cigars.
Right. So I get a lot of couples coming here because of that. The husband smokes, they're with the wife, and they be like, damn, there's no smoke here. Oh, man, I got to come back. They like that.
Yeah. So, so I've seen that at a number of lounges as Philly and I have traveled in our travels, that we run into people who are not smokers, but they like the atmosphere. They like the environment, you know. And speaking of which, you know, cigar smoking and having a lounge creates a strong sense of community, right? How do you continue to foster a sense of belonging and a sense of community and camaraderie among your customer base?
So I do a lot of social media.
Okay.
I reach out to all the bars and stuff like downstairs at the distillery. I do events with them.
Okay.
The Fillmore's next door, so you know we talk to them. There's a brewery, so the Fishtown area, I try to get in contact with the people that run like the Fishtown social media, and I send them all what I'm doing and stuff like that. You know, word of mouth. When people come in here, I tell them about the lounge. They stay here. They'll tell other people and things. I do crazy stuff. Like last week, the Phillies were playing, right?
Okay.
So I did free cigar for every home run.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
And
I love that market.
That would definitely foster a feeling of camaraderie and community.
That was the winning game last week. They hit 3 home runs. I gave out 60 cigars.
Oh, wow.
Now, mind you, 20 of those people, it was like 15 of those people were new people.
Oh, wow.
They've never been here. But I know they're going to tell people now, look, I went to this lounge. He gave out free cigars for every home run. Stuff like that. I bring them in.
That's good. Philly, we missed home run night.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we missed some free
Coming into the
cigars.
World Series, I'm doing it again.
Okay.
Yeah. So, maybe I could say who's sponsoring it. So Gurkha's going to sponsor the next round.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's good.
Nice.
That's good stuff.
Hot. So, speaking of the lounge and special events, what are some of your most memorable events that you have hosted here
Oh, that's easy.
at Louliga?
I had Jeremy Piven here. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah.
On Entourage.
Yeah.
So Jeremy Piven did an event here
Nice.
for me.
Yeah.
Great dude. He was here for 4 hours. He signed all the boxes, took pictures. That was very memorable. Now we're good friends. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. So, do you host a lot of cigar brand nights here?
Yes, I do.
like
Once a month I do an event here.
Nice. Once a month.
Yeah.
Is it on a particular day
Saturdays
or
usually.
Saturdays? Okay. Nice to know. I'm gonna have to make it down here on a Saturday.
yeah, I gotta
Well, we're
represent
gonna have to make it down here on a Saturday.
Perfect example, like reps like hanging here. So I got the representative of Escobar Cigars,
Okay.
Naz's cigar line.
Yep.
All right.
He's here tonight. Came check me out. He's always showing me love.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Nas. He shows me a lot of love. So
Okay.
yeah.
I love it.
And I see Chico around a number of places that I
There you
go
go.
to. Yeah. I see him around.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah. So, are there any particular recurring events that you do weekly during a weeknight? Because I know a lot of times, lounges, try
Weekly,
to attract.
I don't like when sports come on. I'll do like the home run thing now and then, things like that. But I really don't do nothing weekly like that. People just like come. Like I got the NFL package, so they'll come here and watch any team. They actually look and I watch, I don't know, Seattle on TV, and then I say, yeah, put it on, no problem.
And what kind of crowd do you get in here on a Sunday for Philadelphia Eagles game?
I got a crazy crowd. I got a good crowd.
Hey, listen, you already know.
So tomorrow I'm expecting a big crowd tomorrow.
I'm
night.
sure.
Oh yeah,
Miami,
yeah, big game. I think Miami and the Eagles records are tied, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 5-1.
Yeah. So
it's
that
gonna
should
be a loud
so it'll be pretty lit in here tomorrow.
Yeah,
then.
yeah. BYOB too, so they like that.
Absolutely.
Folks, you hear that? BYOB. Come on, bring your own. So, in terms of food, I guess there are plenty of eateries around. So, if folks come to visit.
Deliver. I got menus. You can order and they'll deliver it here, no problem. Downstairs they serve food. You can get it and bring it up.
Okay.
Nice.
And I see that you have, the small barista over there, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that complimentary? I see you have the microwave.
So when you come
refrigerator.
here, it is a 2-cigar minimum purchase to use the lounge.
Okay.
Even if you not smoke. But with that, I got complimentary soda, water, coffee.
Nice.
I got ice for you, the microwave, cups. I got everything here. It's all complimentary.
And do you offer box memberships?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure.
Yes.
It's $49 a month. You get 2 cigars in your locker monthly. So basically, brings it down to like $25 a month.
Okay.
You get 10% off purchases, 15% off box purchases. If I throw an event, you get an event cigar when I'm happening the event, and you get a sling bag with our logo that you can put your cigars in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That sounds good.
So, speaking of cigars, what are your best-selling cigars? And typically with women, let's break it down by gender. For the men, what is your best-selling cigars? And for women, what is your best cigars?
So Plasencia is my best-selling cigar brand here.
Okay.
Great stick.
My father is close second.
You like
Another
my
good
father?
stick.
And
Yep.
Steve Sacker's Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust is third, but he's moving up to second because I saw a lot of his stuff.
Okay.
For women, it depends. I mean, a lot of women like Fat Bottom Betty.
Hello, I'm a Fat Bottom Betty
Yeah, they
girl.
love the Fat Bottom
the
Betty,
Drew
but
Estate.
a lot of women now are smoking regular cigars.
Yes,
now.
they are.
Connecticut.
Yes, they are.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like it because it's smooth.
Yeah, smooth, creamy. Like
Yes.
my house blend, the Blind Ambition, made by Chico Rivas. I gave you one and you want to try.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
nice.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, it's smooth. It's creamy. Has a lot
See,
of
I
flavor.
can do that.
Yeah, I smoke that every morning. So
Really?
I like
Okay.
cigar, yeah.
Have it with
I
your
can
coffee,
do
huh?
that.
Yeah, with my coffee.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm a big coffee guy. So.
Okay. Good
Coffee.
stuff.
All right.
I like it. It doesn't agree with my nervous system. So, Philly, did you have anything else?
No, you can take the next question.
Okay. So, in terms of your offerings for your special events, are there any cover costs for folks who aren't,
I
or is
don't-
it just always 2 cigars?
Always 2 cigar minimum, unless I'm showing a fight. Fight nights, I charge 3 cigar minimum.
Okay.
No cover charge at the door. So last week I had the Canelo fight.
Right.
So
Okay.
it was a 3 cigar minimum purchase to watch the fight.
Okay.
And you can watch the fight, bring liquor, bring whatever you want. That's probably the best deal.
And order your food and relax.
Order your food and
Yeah,
relax,
that is
watch
a
the
good
fight,
deal.
and you're good.
Good stuff. Now, do you do any traveling abroad to, look at
I'm always
cigars?
traveling,
Yeah.
man. I'm always in Dominican Republic, Nicaragua. I work on blends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like Chico Rivas is my man. That's my main man. I like working with him. He knows his tobacco like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I go in there and we work. I stay over there for like a week or two, and I come back. But I've been traveling to Nicaragua and DR since in my early 20s.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm 54 now.
Okay.
So the story is I used to go by myself, not on no cigar tours. I used to just get on the plane and go, and in the airport, I used to take me over there to the factory. I know Spanish. I read it and write it.
Okay.
Right.
So I used to just go to the gate and tell them, I want to visit this factory. They're like, hold on, let me get you somebody that will bring me a tour. So I used to just go by myself. That's how I learned.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's nice. I tell you, I went to Cuba back in 2018, and that was an experience. I went to one of the Partagas factories, and just watching that whole process from beginning to end is quite an experience. Yeah.
Big time.
So let me ask you. Now we do ask all of our guests on the show, and it seems like you've been in the cigar world for a while. You're well
Hold on.
versed.
Big shout out to Robert Caldwell. If it wasn't
Okay.
for Robert Caldwell, I wouldn't be doing this.
I love a
Okay,
Caldwell.
let's talk about that.
Shout out.
Tell us
Robert
about
Caldwell. Tell us about him.
Which one is
Robert
that.
Caldwell.
Well, you sending a shout out.
Yeah, you
Give us the story.
Yeah, what's the story behind Robert? We need to know.
How I got involved with him?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was helping him out at it used to be called an ICPCR show.
Okay.
It's called a PCA now. So I was helping him
Oh,
out, doing
yeah,
the show,
PCA,
setting up
okay.
and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me, can I be the brand ambassador?
Okay.
Because I knew cigars and I loved
Right.
his cigars, and that's how it started.
I love a blind man bluff.
Yeah, blind man.
I love a blind man bluff from
I
Caldwell.
love it. So you think we should ask the question now? You got a few more questions, Chief.
No, I think we can go ahead. Philly has a question that she asks
Yeah,
all of our guests.
Yeah, every show. So we always ask our guests that comes on the show, when did you first fall in love with the stick, and when was and
First
what
one
was
is
that?
called a stick.
Oh, okay.
Cigar.
Well, we call it a stick. On this show, we call it cigar the stick, and that's STIX. So we gonna ask this question again.
When did I fall
When did
in
you
love?
fall in love with the stick, and was it a special occasion?
1983.
Oh, 1983.
Oh, you a young man.
I'm 54 years old.
Yeah, you're a young man.
So I was
Okay.
started smoking
Okay.
cigars, stealing cigars from my granddad.
I'm about to say, hold up, because
And
you were like 13, 14 years
I
old
was-
selling
I was-
cigars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Well, tell us about that first
Oh, I got
stick.
sick.
So did I. So did I.
I did too. I ain't gonna lie, but
You know,
mine was.
So my
years
first
later.
cigars were hand rolled. He used to have somebody come over and hand roll cigars for him, and I used to steal them and go to the jungle and smoke. That's how I fell in love with it. And after that, just been, I used to customize cars for a living.
Mm-hmm.
That's the world I came from.
Okay.
And I used to customize like cigar owner cars and stuff like that. They all used to tell me, yo, you should be in our business. You love it. You know how to sell. You know how to do all that. So that's how my love for the cigars. So I smoke like 5, 6 a day.
Whoa.
Really?
Really?
5, 6 a
Still?
day.
Yeah, still.
Wow.
Nice.
I thought I was doing a lot when I used to smoke 2 to 3.
Yeah.
And now I might smoke 2 to 3 in a week. But that's good. So at least you started off smoking premium hand rolled tobacco. But hey man, listen, hey, it was hand rolled. Your granddad got somebody coming over to bring some hand rolled cigars. That would have been premium for me. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, listen, man, you have a very, very nice place here.
Thank you.
I love the feel.
Yes.
Yeah, I love the industrial feel, man. Folks, brick walls and the ambiance here, and just the whole layout. And man, those are some really, really nice chairs, man.
They are.
Those
Very
chairs
nice.
are those are like King and Victorian style chairs. So, I mean, how could you sit down here and not want to spend at least a few hours sitting in
Or
those
fall
chairs?
asleep like I tend to do in those big, lovely chairs. But before we let you go, I do have a question because I see it all the time, even in the previous cigar lounge. How did you come up with your slogan?
I hate Louliga.
Yes.
there were these guys in a group on Facebook. Always used to talk shit about me and all that. So, but there was a jeweler here in Philly called Steven Singer. His slogan is "I hate Steven Singer."
Yeah, I see his slogan. I mean, billboards everywhere.
Right. So, people hate him because of his prices and who he is and stuff like that. So I was like, these guys hate me so much. I'm just gonna put "I hate Louliga."
I
Makes
love
stickers,
it.
makes T-shirts. You're gonna buy my product. I'm gonna give you stickers. You're gonna stick it everywhere. That's how I came to be.
Okay, because I'm like, how did he come up with this slogan?
So the second part. So the first part's your name. So the second part, does it have anything? Yeah, does it have anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
The cigar.
Liga is a cigar.
Yeah, I understand, but I just wanted to make sure that that's what you were putting together.
Louliga.
Lou and Liga.
But also, I gotta give a shout out to Jonathan Drew.
Drew Estate.
Yeah, he
Okay.
thought of it. He's like, "Yo, Louliga is perfect for you."
Nice.
I had a big Liga collection back in the day. I had one of the biggest in the East Coast.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was a Liga provider.
I'm a Liga provider man.
So it came out with that too.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Good stuff.
Yeah. Well, I just want to thank you again for extending the invite and allowing us to tape live here at Louliga. Again, if you haven't visited the lounge yet, I strongly encourage you to come out. Again, as Chief said, it's just a really nice homey feel. You can work here, you can chill here, and really just enjoy your cigar here. And even if you're not a cigar smoker, it's just a really nice vibe, and we really do appreciate you allowing us to
Thank you. I
to
appreciate
film
you
here
guys
tonight.
having me on, for real.
Absolutely.
And Lou, with that, you said that you you keep in contact with members and patrons across social media.
Yes.
Can you give members of our viewing audience all of those tags that they can reach your spot
it's
on?
easy. Search Louliga and I'll come up. That's Louliga on your search. My personal page will come up with me with a Yankees hat because I'm a Yankees fan. And the store page will come up too. On Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, which is X now. I'm barely on there, but I'm on there. So that's easy. Just search for Louliga. That's it.
And they'll be able to reach you if they're coming in town and they want to get some information ahead of time. They can reach out to you, right?
Yeah, 215-668-7555. That's my personal cell. Call me.
And the last but not least, the address here.
25 East Allen Street, Philadelphia, PA 19123, second floor, above Philadelphia Distilling, next to the Fillmore.
All right. Well,
We
Lou,
want to see you in the place.
absolutely. You're in for a treat when you come here. Very upscale, very plush feeling lounge. So you're gonna enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
So
Thank
we're going to
you.
close out from the mauve couch. And we'll be back.
I'm changing the couch.
You changing the couch.
Welcome back, family, for part 2 of our show at Louliga Cigar Lounge. Philly, how you doing?
I am feeling fantabulous.
And we have with us Mr. Lucky from Artistic Brims.
Good evening. Good
welcome
evening.
to the show. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
How you doing?
We are great. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to be here with you guys.
Yeah. What's that you smoking there, man?
This is a brand I just picked up from this brother over there. So, I don't know the name of it, but it's fabulous.
Looks like a
It's
full body.
Nice pepper taste to it. It's nice and smooth, and I like it a lot.
Well, Lucky, let's get into it a little bit here.
Okay.
Why don't you tell members of our viewing audience a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Artistic Brims?
Well, I'm from Newark, New Jersey, but I'm a Philadelphia dude. I moved to Philly after I got out of the military because Newark being what it was, I wanted something different for myself. So moved to Philadelphia, established a life, raised a family, and been here ever since. As far as the hat brand and how it got started, my brother Andre, about a year and a half ago, out of the blue, he called me up and was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing." He's like, "Look, I'm doing something different. I know you like to wear hats, because I'm a hat guy from a young boy. Okay, baseball caps and everything. And once I began to, wear suits and things like that, it seemed crazy to wear a baseball cap with a suit.
Right.
So I started wearing fedoras probably like 30 years ago, and
Wow.
I've been knowing Andre for years, and So he called me up. He's like, I know you wear hats and everything. I'm trying something different. You know, I want you to do something with me. So he called me up, and there was a Tommy Davidson comedy show in Philadelphia.
Okay.
And that was our start. A friend of ours, Cigar Williams, who got one of our first hats. He was like one of the first big Philly guys to get our hats. And he brought us down to the show and introduced our brand to some comedians and stuff like that at that show. And we just took off from there. That was a March 2021, I believe.
Okay.
And we've been going ever since. He taught me, he started the brand, and he taught me how to make hats, and we just been doing our thing since then.
Wow. Okay.
I love it. Yeah. So speaking of your hats, I remember the very first time I saw one of your hats. I was like, yo, this is a fly ass hat.
Right.
And I love it because it's so unique. Your hat, you differentiate your hats from everybody else's hats because you make it with wood.
Right.
Like you have a wooden brim.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you come up with that concept? Because it's so unique.
Well, again, Andre, he saw a wooden hat, and he's an artistic guy, into a lot of different things artistically, and he was like, look, I could do that.
Yeah.
And he just made one, and like, so we went through several iterations since the first one, but it was his vision that he saw one. It was like, look, I could do that myself, and started making them, and that's how we get on. And putting the hats with wood, like anybody that wear fedoras knows, like a good for quality fedora is $250 to $300, and that's just for a wool felt fedora.
Yep.
But when you put the artistry of wood in it, and the fact that you can have whatever you want, any color, any design, that takes it to a different level.
Right.
You know what I mean? And me being a hat guy, like I would have to have one of these in my closet. You know, it's one of those type things.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about the one that you have on your head tonight, Lucky.
Well, this right here is a Godfather top with a short 2.5-inch brim. We go up to 5-inch brims.
Okay.
So we go 2.5. We got 3-inch and 5-inch brims. Me being I'm 5'8", so I'm a little smaller in stature than some of our other brothers. Me myself, I prefer a brim that's smaller.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think it looks better on a guy with a shorter stature. But we got 3, 4, 5-inch brims. Like you'll see our brother Naaman, he come on, he's a taller brother. He got the big joints, and the bigger they are, the more you can put on them. So yeah, but that's the thing with this. And this is an all black natural wood brim, black on the top and the bottom. But we can do them whatever you want. I prefer the brims that have natural wood look on the bottom, just because you can pick that distinction up.
Right.
But I have so many of them that, like, you know, I do black on the top and the bottom. But if I only had one, you would definitely see that natural wood because it's so distinctive.
Right.
And even this, like, the thing about our brims is, like, spending $250, $300 for a brim, you put it in the closet one season, you come back the next season, it's a little bent. It's like a heartbreak, like stabbing a heart.
He knows about that.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You know what I mean? But with the wood brim, we don't have that problem.
Right.
You pull it out, it's going to be banned. The same way it was last time you put it up, long as you store it vertically or horizontally. You know what I mean?
Going to hold its form.
It's going to hold its form.
So the hat like the one, and we'll get into this a little bit more later, but for our viewers, a hat like similar to the one you're wearing will cost what?
This is probably like a $300 brim.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay.
Because of the fedora, it depends. It depends on the top, and then it depends on the wood. Like this being black on the top or the bottom, this is just a plain piece of wood. But if we are doing a natural wood, we want wood that has character. So it could be an oak, it could be a maple. It depends on what you want as a customer.
Right.
We can do whatever you want.
Okay.
But our natural wood brims, we like to have that distinctive grain in them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can see it. Pass me that brim on the top right there.
Oh, that's hot.
Like this is
like
an example of the versatility that we can do. Like
Camouflage.
this is a acrylic pour on the top.
Okay.
Nice.
And camouflage, a summer top, but then you have the natural wood grain on the bottom. You know what I mean? So we could do pretty much whatever you want.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's very versatile. It's whatever you think about, that's what we can do.
So, Lucky, talk to us a little bit about what your role is in Artistic Brims and what you primarily do in the company.
Well, like I said, one of the first things I did was learn how to make brims.
Okay.
So by learning how to make them, I had an inside view of how much we should be charging for them. So what I did was I started setting the prices for it. Like Andre, he's our artist.
Okay.
And he really doesn't want to deal with the business aspect. So me and Naaman, we take a large part of that, setting the prices, making the contacts, networking, and those are the things that we bring to the table.
So you guys get a lot into the marketing,
absolutely,
and the business planning and things
absolutely.
of that nature.
Yep.
So
setting up, like we primarily work off Instagram and Facebook because we're not large volume because everything we do is custom.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so we don't have to be on. Like right now, we don't have to have a website. We don't have to be on Shopify, things like that, because our network is a lot smaller.
Gotcha.
Because we're doing custom work. It might take 10 to 14 days for us to produce a hat. But the thing about it, nobody else in the world is going to have that hat. You know what I mean? Even if we made the exact same hat for somebody else, the hat is going to be different because the character of the wood of that
Right.
particular brim. No character, no brim is exactly the same.
Right. Now, I'm looking at your outfit today, and every time I see you, you're always looking fly. So
You too. You blowing it.
Thank
blowing
you.
it up.
So
Congratulations. I see you, blowing the votes up.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes, thank you.
get your-
Oh, thank
yeah,
you.
get
Make
your
sure you
little-
vote.
Oh, I voted.
Fab
you
over
gonna be a
40.
champion.
Listen.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes,
You
thank
are
you.
a hometown champion.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that shout out. So let me ask you this question. So when it comes to you, when you're thinking about your outfit, what comes first? Do you think about your hat first and then you pair your outfit up, or the outfit and then you think about, okay, what hat can I rock with this outfit?
It's the outfit. Like for
Okay.
me, like
All right.
the hats represent the versatility of our brand. Like I can camo sneaks and shirt, or I could put on a black suit and do the same thing.
Okay.
Like you'll see, like we got brothers like Naaman. He want to put on a suit every time. He's so fly.
Right.
He's a model dude. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? With me, I'm more like I'm from the hood.
Right,
I'm a
right.
street guy. I dress it up, but my primary thing is dressing it down. This is how I dress every day. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So, and the versatility of our brand is from, I say our demographic is probably from 30 on up.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And we trying to bring the young brothers in and the brothers that's from the hood. Like, look, you can do this any way you want to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of
Absolutely.
people are intimidated to move from a baseball cap to a fedora, believe it or not.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Because, you know what I mean? It's
I know.
like when I put that on, I don't look like my dad or whatever. But look,
Right,
these
right.
ones is fly.
Right.
Like, and look, this is how I rock it.
And it's a certain amount of sophistication too,
Absolutely.
with a man who wears
Absolutely.
a brim, who wears a
You're an
fedora.
assured, confident person when you put that hat
Absolutely.
on. And
Absolutely.
If you're not there, we're gonna help bring you over here.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well said. Well, thank you, Lucky, for providing that information
We
for us.
appreciate, yeah, look, this is what
Absolutely.
we do. We appreciate y'all 100% for including us in what y'all doing. We fans, and you know, we support black business.
Hey, and likewise.
And we appreciate
and
that,
we definitely
yes.
appreciate it. We appreciate
Absolutely.
you supporting the channel. But I'm gonna tell you what I really appreciate.
What's that, brother?
We don't know each other personally, but we've seen each other out at different events.
Absolutely.
What I really like is you guys answered the phone on the first call.
Yes.
Oh,
we
look,
did.
that's what we do.
And I can't tell you how much volume that speaks when you want to not just do business, but you can't even build a relationship until you start communicating.
Absolutely.
Right.
So it's about building that relationship as well. Wouldn't you say, Philly?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. When I reached out, as you say, first call, he picked up the phone. So we
Yeah.
do appreciate that.
But when the
And
cigar
as-
joint call, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
He said you pick up. Philly cigar call, you pick up.
Yeah.
No, but
I
again,
love
we appreciate it, man, because you know sometimes you make calls and folks don't don't answer the call, but we appreciate
Go straight
you.
to the answer
Likewise,
machine.
we appreciate you. When we first started, I had reached out to her to do some modeling for us. It didn't work out, but she supported the brand since then, and
Absolutely.
we all that much more happier to support you guys, and hopefully we roll in the same circle.
Oh, yeah, we
we'll
roll,
see each
definitely.
other
Yep.
again, and we appreciate you and thank you very much for having us on.
Yep. And what we're gonna
Absolutely.
do is we're gonna come back, but we're gonna come back with another one of his partners in Artistic Brims, and we're gonna have
The supermodel, as you
yeah,
refer
yeah,
to
we're gonna-
him.
yeah,
The
yeah,
supermodel.
as you
Pretty
referred
boy.
to him,
Name
yeah,
it.
the model.
That's our pretty boy.
We're gonna
you
bring
know what I
the
mean?
model of the
We got
company,
all
and
demographics covered. You know what I mean? There you go.
So-
Pretty boy, here he come.
and with that,
And on that, yeah.
we'll be right back.
So welcome back, family, friends, and foes. And as we stated, we are still with the Artistic Brims collection. And right now we have I don't like the way I started that. Let me start that over.
3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome back, family, friends, and foes. And as we stated, we are here with our second guest from Artistic Brims, Mr. Naaman. So welcome to the show, Naaman.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure being here.
Oh, thank you. And as Lucky said, this is the model. This is the Superfly, the model of Artistic Brims.
Artistic Brims supermodel.
There you go, ladies. Wait a minute. So you know the ladies going to want to know. Are you single? What's your status?
I am single. Yes.
Oh, lady. You hear that, ladies? Okay. Okay.
I'm the young blood in this group.
Oh, the
the
young
young
blood
blood in
is
the group.
single. Okay, so before we get into the questions about the business, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself and how you got into just wearing hats or the hat making business itself?
Okay, my pleasure. So the way I actually got involved with hats, it's a very interesting story. I was never into hats. I never thought I was going to wear hats. In fact, 2016, I went to Gorin Brothers.
Okay.
First time, big hat store, big hat brand. And when I was in Center City, I tried my first hat ever. When I tried it, I really didn't feel like it, that it fits my identity. It fits me. So I never really felt it. And since then, I was not really into hats. And then, for some reason, things started to slowly shift.
Okay.
I started going to Japan a lot for work. And while I was there, because the sun is very strong in Japan, people over there like to wear hats. And I started wearing hats. When I came back, so 2022, Philly Cigar Week, I ended up going and meeting Artistic Brims. I met Lucky and Andre, and that was my first encounter with Lucky and Andre. So when I walked in, they looked at me and they saw I had a hat on, but I had a basic hat on, nothing crazy. So they're like, "Hey, young blood, come! Why don't you come here?" I'm like, who are these people talking to me like that? I walked over. I was like, "Gentlemen, what's up? How's it going?" And they started showing me their hats. I looked at the hats and it was very different. I tried it on and I felt different wearing it. The artistic edge put into the hat is not something you feel wearing a regular hat that you can order 3-4 online or you go into a store. It didn't feel like one of those things. It felt almost as if I went to a clothier and I had a bespoke suit made for me. And I really like that, and I enjoy wearing suits. So I looked at the hat and I was like, I started to think. So by profession, I'm an engineer.
Okay.
I started to look at how they do hats, how they come about it, and I started reverse engineering in my head what it takes to make a hat. At that point, when I was thinking, Andre leaned to me and said, "Have you made your mind yet?" I'm like, "I see what you have, but I don't think you have anything to my liking." And he really didn't like that.
I'm sure.
He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Listen, you say you do all these hats custom." And he's like, "That is true." I'm like, "Well, how about I give you a different design and a different idea to execute?" And he's like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, here's my card. Let's meet whenever you're done with this, and we'll talk.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, but what are you trying to do? I'm like, I see all the hats you have here are 2-inch and 3-inch brims. So a year ago, artistic brims used to stick to the standard size that most hats are made in terms of the brim width. I'm not really into that. I'm like, I'm a tall guy. I have big shoulders, and because of that, how my stature is, a wide brim hat is what aesthetically fits me better. So he's like, I see how you're thinking. I like it. I'm like, why don't we meet after and we'll go from there. So when we met, the hat that I'm actually wearing today is the first designed hat that I did.
Nice.
I designed the hat and I let Andre work on it. So all the work you see on it is done by Andre, and this is the first hat Andre did in a 4-inch brim, and that's the first time we started working on a 4-inch brim hat, and we also started doing engraving work on the hat. Andre was not really into it, but that's where we started to look at a new chapter within our brand, that what more we could do with hats. At that point, I was never into arts. I sucked at arts in school, never did good in it. My teachers were very disappointed in me. It was never my thing, and I never thought it was in me. But what I learned over the time with arts, going to different art galleries and talking to people, it started to show me arts help you release some of the shackles that deep down inside is kind of holding us back. It's like freeing your inner child. When I started to look at art in a way like that, it started helping me express more about who I am. And I was never a social person. I was an extreme introvert. And for me, it was very different entering into this space. So at that point, when I designed this hat and Andre saw the vision and everything else with the hat, another reason for me to do that was to also figure how they're working on the hat, how they go about it. And I was able to look at the process they were putting into the hat and come up with other ideas that instead of taking like a month to design a hat like this, how to do this within like 7 to 10 days.
Okay.
Nice.
So that would help us be able to do more production.
Right. And sell more hats.
Right. So when I started doing that, Andre invited me to come into the business. But respectfully at that time I declined because I don't think I had earned the position to do that. So at that point I worked as an ambassador with him, but also more as an apprentice to learn from Lucky and Andre how to work on hats and learn from them how to go about it, network with people, because my social skills were extremely poor. So I started doing that, and then it opened so many different paths and channels for me that as an individual, I started to know more and more about myself.
Right.
And on this path, while learning all these things that I have to do towards hats, cigar culture, fashion, I just started getting more and more involved in the community. So I started meeting people. I started to just experience life differently. And I think given the times we live in today, we have the world in our hand, but yet we're so far from each other.
Right.
So this really brings you together. And when I started to experience that, I started to see the shift in myself. And that's where like I started to see what I am capable of doing when it comes to hats and like how I can design them differently. In fact, I just want to bring up and let everyone know we're coming with a new line of hats called the Artist Series. And in the Artist Series, we are actually incorporating a lot of underground artists that you see at art galleries like Urban Art Gallery. And I was there not too long ago, and I tried to work with the local artists there and work something with them, because one of the issues with the art itself right now is that most artists are making art, but it gets limited to art galleries. And in art galleries, only people who are in art or in the art community tend to go and see it. So because of that, I was like, the artist is not really getting the recognition that they should be able to get, given in the day and age we live in. And at the same time, I understand on social media today, we post pictures, you can see the art, but it's different when you're in the place, you can see the art and you can feel the energy.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the energy of the people, the art, and the artist, him or herself.
Right.
So from that point onwards, I was thinking like, I need to do something. We're doing something with art and with our brand name, Artistic Brims. I wanted to get the artists involved and have them more of a recognition for what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So we are bringing a lot of cool stuff, as you would be seeing by the end of the year, starting next year. We have a lot of new spins that has not been introduced in the art world, and with hats that you're going to see, and I'm super excited about that to show what we can do.
I love it. Well, Chief, I don't know if there's any questions left. You need to really. Wow.
Yeah, well, he covered almost all of it.
Covered a lot.
I do
Phenomenal
have,
stuff.
I do have a quick question, Amy. The hat that you're wearing,
Yes.
you said that's the first. That's your first masterpiece, your first creation. That hat on the market right now, what would that retail for, the hat that's on your head?
It's very difficult to retail or put a price on art, and that's where a lot of artists struggle with. Sometimes artists makes a masterpiece or makes something, but they don't really know like what value to put on it, because to an artist, he or she can't really put a value on what they did. The way I look at it from a business point of view, you have to look at the time and labor you put into it, and come up with something that makes sense, based on, you can say, like as an art piece. If you go at an art gallery, what would you see a canvas of about this size? What would it go for? So based on these things, we kind of put a price on what the hats are. Now, what I would like to point out, for instance, in our artist series, one of the things that I'm doing, that the hats we would be selling with what the artists are putting on the hat, all the proceeds from the sale actually goes to the artist. We do not take any cut out of it. We only cover our production cost, which is the material, because the idea for that is to help the artist,
Right.
make money from it, but also with the recognition, they can see how their art is actually getting out in the world. So yeah, there's not exactly a way to put a price on it.
Bruh, y'all are in the hat retailing business. Tell our audience
So
how much these hats range, brother.
I'm just gonna go based
Is
on
either
this.
you selling them or you putting them in the museum
Right.
as a piece of art.
You can do both. However, the question you initially asked me,
Just give us a price range
right,
if people
the
going to reach
hat
out to
that
you.
I'm wearing, when this hat was put on Facebook and Instagram, we were offered $800 to $1,200 for the hat.
Okay.
Okay.
But given what we do with the hat is that when we design a hat, the hat is designed like an art piece. So
Right.
whatever we do not recreate it. Because it's not recreated, it's a one-time piece only.
Right.
So,
So let me ask you a question. So if I came to you
yes,
and I wanted you to make me a customized hat
yes,
with a 3-inch brim,
right.
how much would that cost me?
Okay, so let's say I meet you and you're like, oh wow, I really like that hat. But like, could you make me a hat like this?
Right.
So initially, like the way the conversation goes, I would ask you, okay, the hat you would you like in wool,
Right.
or would you like in straw? Because summertime, most people don't like to wear wool hats because it's like hot,
Right,
and it
so
has
I do
very little
straw.
ventilation in it.
Right.
So based on the crown that you choose and the material you choose, so there's a cost for that. So we take that into account.
Right.
And then comes based on the size of brim you're looking for and how much accessorizing you want to do on the hat and how much of the cost of that is going to be, plus the production and labor,
Right.
what goes into that. That is what determines the price of the hat.
So just give us a range. So if I wanted a straw hat, 3-inch brim, customized, what would be the range for that?
I would say like how Lucky was showing you some of the hats like he had, or he was showing. Anything simple, not too crazy, is around $300.
Okay. And so 3 and up.
It goes
Okay.
3 and up.
Gotcha.
It goes 3 and up. One thing I'm currently working on is to bring the cost down. I understand sometimes that cost could be a lot for some people to afford.
Right.
So I'm trying to work on a way that we could bring the cost down to like 150.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, hey, style and affordability always go together really well. Well, Naomi, thank you so much, man, for providing us with that information.
And I love what you're doing with the local artists. I think that's phenomenal.
Thank you.
So I wish you the best of luck on that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And thank you for all the viewers watching. Our brand is Artistic Brims. You could contact me, Lucky, or Andre. You can call us, reach us through IG. We work personally with each individual when we're working on the hat, because we don't do volume on hats. We try to do the hat more as a personal extension of what your style is or what you're going for. Currently, we have done hats for R&B artists, jazz artists, New York Fashion Week, Philly Fashion Week. So
nice.
Anything you need or want, we got you. So as I say, it's not just a hat, it's an art. And if you have a head, I have a hat.
All right. I love that. Nice way to close this out.
Nice way to close this out. Thank you. This show is brought to you by our sponsor, Huck Spirits. We appreciate Huck Spirits being our first sponsor of Sticks, Brims, and Stilettos. You can log on to huckspirits.com. I know that there's a package right now, a package deal when you buy multiple bottles of the Huck Sangria. Make sure you enter your code SBS when you check out. You'll get some money off on your order when you put in the promo code SBS when you order your multiple bottles of Huck Spirits Sangria.